All right, training camp is about a week away, and we're all pretty excited. Every NFL franchise is this time of year, but with the Lions, it's not about the season that we're excited about. I think it's the path, the trajectory of building something long term with a GM and a head coach. So, in this video, I'm going to explain how Dan Campbell is the reason why we need to be excited, right? And why there's real meat behind this and it's different. And I get it, right, man? We as Lions fans, we're always excited and it just comes to a crashing halt. This is different. It just is. And I'm going to explain why this is different, what it has to do with cool runnings, and give you some examples of why we need to be excited. Okay. So Dan Campbell is a Detroit, Michigan guy. He's played here. He just gets it. He just gets it. You know who didn't get it? Matt Patricia. So we bring Matt Patricia in. It's a Patriot way. It's ridiculous, right? It's just absolutely ridiculous. And so you remember that scene from Cool Runnings where the head guy, the driver of Cool Runnings, he wants to do what the Swiss are doing. The Swiss have been successful. They've been bobsledders. They know how to be successful. They always win. And finally they say, we're not the Swiss. We're Jamaican. We kiss eggs. And that guy does like weird stuff. And we're Jamaican and we got our own thing and we got our own colors. That's how we are. That's how Dan Campbell, like, we're not the Patriots. We're not, Matt Patricia, ridiculous. You're bringing in other players all from the Patriots and you're trying to be like the Patriots and run the offense like the Patriots. We're not the Patriots. We're the Lions and we've got our own colors and we've got our own state. It's like, we're totally different. Let's be us. And so Dan Campbell comes in and I've got about 5 things that make Dan Campbell completely different, buying in, getting everybody on the same page we can be the Lions, a winning franchise. So if you look at it, when he first got here, remember he went and talked to the auto workers? Like, awesome, man. Like, as corny maybe as that is or whatever, it just shows he gets it. He gets what we're doing. And he said, anybody who's an outsider, not from Detroit, and looks inside, first thing they think about is what you shouldn't about Detroit, because they don't know. They don't know blank about it. And I'm like, dude, exactly. Say nice things about Detroit, right? So this guy gets it in through all last year and throughout this offseason, bringing in the right players, wants to do it all about Detroit, what's good for us, what we want to do, right? So let's compare and contrast him to Matt Patricia, okay? I'm going to give you 5 things. Leave in the comments your thoughts on Matt Patricia. Would love to hear it. Would love to hear it. There's nothing worse I've ever seen in pro sports than Matt Patricia coming in, ruining our franchise, and then leaving. So let me know in the comments. I read them all. May not respond to them, but Craig and I definitely read them and want to know. So first thing is, I already said it, right? We're not the Patriots. Let's be us. What's our identity? What's our culture? So the first thing is press conferences. Dan Campbell, number one, he goes in front of the camera, said, remember when you'd ask Matt Patricia something, hey, why'd you go for it on 4th and 2? Well, hey, obviously, it's a tough situation. We just thought it's obviously difficult, but we needed to obviously. What? Dan Campbell, we had to go for it. We didn't want to give the ball back to him because if we gave the ball back to him, they've been beating up on our defense all day. They probably would have scored. Thank you. Right? There's one right there. He's letting other coaches have press conferences, talk. Why not? Right? If you hire the right guys and you're confident in your defensive coordinator, you're confident in your defensive line coach, let them talk. Let them tell you what's going on. Hear it from them. Hear it from Mark Brunell, who's our quarterback coach. You never saw any other coach talk. It was Patricia, sloppy, giving you nothing. It's like, dude, if you're so smart, why can't you explain to us, stupid fans, why you didn't go for it, why you went for it on 4th and 2, right? So that goes all into the transparency. That's my next point. Transparency behind the scenes of the draft. We're seeing all kinds of things. If you've seen the Detroit Lions YouTube, they do a thing where they put a question up and as guys are coming through the hallway with food, they'll just, hey, who would make the best babysitter? And they just say names and you get to know them a little bit. And you're like, I'm buying in to this team, to the culture. Dan Campbell is like, let the fans get to know these guys. Like, these are real humans. Like, we're trying, man. We're bringing in guys. Matt Patricia. He was like instructed. You don't talk. Don't talk to anybody. You don't talk. It's just everything's buttoned up, closed down. Don't talk. Oh, okay. That's not smart. Next one, coaching. Dan Campbell knows, he's smart enough to know that he's not the smartest guy, right? Okay, absolutely. So I'm going to go out and hire smart guys, and I'm going to give them the ability to coach, be themselves. I'm going to give, Aaron Glenn is an outstanding coach. I'm going to let him go. I don't know, but I do know that, but what I do know is I don't know, and I'm going to get good coaches around me. I'm going to have former players. I'm going to treat the players well. I mean, you're just like, dude, thank you. Matt Patricia thought he was the smartest guy in the room, and he wasn't. And so then when you think you're smart and you're not, you just get run over, and we lose and lose, and we have no future, and the trajectory of our franchise is down, and it's just brutal. Next one, players, right? This is the big one. And I'll stay on this one here for just a couple minutes, and then you let me know in the comments. So the players aren't robots. Okay. Matt Patricia treated the players like robots. He treated the media like they didn't know what they were talking about, and he treated the fans like, you guys just stay out of this, let us handle it. Okay, I kind of get that, right? Yeah, we don't, but we can know, and we want to know players are real. Let's get to know the players. Let's treat the players well. We're not just trading away guys. Remember, Matt Patricia he just traded away Quandre Diggs. Goodbye. It's like, for what? For the 5th round pick in 3 years? Like, just wasn't really. It's like that killed the locker room. Guys were tweeting about it, man. Just what are we doing? Dan Campbell, hey, I'm treating guys right. Veterans get a couple extra rest days. We're not beating each other up. Making sure you're good. Are you good? Even Brad Holmes, with GMs not being involved, right? Because you're a GM, you're going to be cutting, trading, doing a lot of different things. You don't want to get too close to the players. Brad Holmes like, nah, what's up? What's up, guys? Like, we're all in this together. If you don't make the team, you don't make the team. I'm not going to be weird about it. He's out there. He's on the field. He's like shaking hands with guys as they come in and off the field. It's just an entire buy-in, different feel, because the players are real people that aren't robots, that get a voice. I've heard from more players these last 2 years than throughout all Matt Patricia, because we're just hearing from players, hearing how they're doing, what they like, what they don't like. They get time in front of the camera. Detroit Lions YouTube even has where they're interviewing assistant coaches, like the assistant wide receivers coach. Cool. What's up, man? Never knew who you were, and now I do, and I'm excited to learn more about you. I see what you do. It's like, if you're so smart and so good, you want to be transparent. Why not? What is there to hide? And that's what Dan Campbell's doing, and that's why this feels so different, because he gets it. Let's be us. Let's be real. Let's do what we need to do to win, and do it in a way that's sustainable. Matt Patricia felt like, I'm just going to just all in for this year. It's not going to work, and I'm going to piss a bunch of people off. And next year, I don't know, who cares? We'll get new people. That's just not how you do it. We're re-signing guys. We're making things work. So let me know in the comments. I would love a good Matt Patricia just thoughts, because the more time goes on with him, the more, and I kind of need to let it go, right? But I still love it, because it's like, wow, what a contrast between Matt Patricia, Dan Campbell. Let's be us. Let's be the Lions. And that's one reason why I'm so excited for training camp, the season, and to see where things go. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and we will see all of you on